Both brilliant performers, both from Essex, are teaming up. X Factor winner Matt Cardle and magician Michael J Fitch are getting together for an interactive music and magic show. So you can get all dressed up for a fancy night out in. And that could be in your living room. You can enjoy it even in your slippers if you want to. No judgment here. So, as if by magic, here appears Michael J Fitch. Michael, welcome back to BBC Essex, mate. How you been?
Thanks very much. Really good. Great to be back, Tony. Thanks for having us on. Nice to see you again. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, mate. We have missed you on the show, and also we've missed Matt Cardle. Matt, welcome back, mate. How have you been?
Oh, thank you so much for having us, Tony.
Well, it's great to have you back. In fact, I was only saying the other day, we were talking about it, and I was saying the last time you were on the show, we were talking about the album, which I very kindly have in my vinyl collection, Time to Be Alive, which was the last big album you did, of course. What have you been up to since then, Matt?
Well, not really. I mean, I've been in the studio consistently since then. I took a break and did some musical theatre in between. I was playing pilot in Jesus Christ Superstar at the Barbican in 2000. Oh, God, the time is flying and kind of melting at the moment, isn't it? I'm not sure when that was. I'm going to say 2018, 19.
Right.
And after that, I kind of jumped back in the studio and have been working hard on the new album. The first single from that, Purple Crayon, was released 3-4 weeks ago now. So just looking for the next single now.
Brilliant. Wow, busy time for you. I mean, even in lockdown. And for you, Michael, it's an interesting time, isn't it? Because normally you would be out and about, because I've seen you at so many events. So in a way, you've had to magic some new ideas and new ways of entertaining, really.
Yes, absolutely. I've really missed, obviously, getting out there performing and look forward to doing so when I can. But, yeah, I've had to adapt like many people and found another way of spreading magic and creating smiles over Zoom. So I've been doing quite a few sort of corporate events or even birthday parties and things. And it still works, creating a nice atmosphere over Zoom and doing what we do. But certainly missed getting out there in the real world.
Yeah, and of course, at least we have this roadmap now, which is a start anyway, isn't it? So here's to summer, is what I say. We see you back out and about again.
Absolutely. Yeah, the phone started ringing again, which is nice.
Oh, that's great. Oh, so you've got have you got some bookings for the year now? Then have you got starting to get stuff in the diary?
Yeah, we'll get some coming in. Obviously, Christmas is coming in, and also some events for the summer when I'm back in Sardinia again. That's looking good. So that's nice.
And how about you, Matt? How's it working with your diary now? Because as you say, you're busy anyway with the forthcoming album and the single. But are you starting to find that you can actually start planning things again now about getting out?
Yeah, I think, Tony, we just have to do it. I mean, I've got a tour provisionally booked for the end of the year into 2022, sort of spanning the later part of this year and the early part of next year. I mean, fingers crossed, if all goes well with the road out of the situation that we're in, then that'll all go ahead and we can actually start to announce it. But at the moment, I think all that everyone can do is book them in with the venues and things like that, and then just hope for the best over the next couple of months, really.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got our fingers crossed right here, right now. Let's talk about the show, though, Michael. So, give us a little taster. First of all, how did you come up with the idea? What's the thinking behind it? Because you two are old mates, aren't you?
We are, yeah. We've been friends for a decade now. I think it's 10 years or so, isn't it, Matt? Since, a long time ago. And basically, really, the whole thing is my daughter's fault, Scarlett. She's a really big fan of Matt's, and she discovered his music over lockdown recently, and she's been playing it non-stop. So Matt has been the soundtrack to this household for the last sort of year. And I said, okay, and then we went upstairs, and she was asleep, and she'd written a lovely letter to Matt. So I took a little video, and he loved it, and he very kindly arranged that we did a FaceTime call and made her day. And then to thank him, I said, let's do some magic for you. And I did a bit of my Zoom magic for Matt, and then he repaid the favour and sung us a song the next week, and we got talking and said, you know what, there's a winning format here that works. Because, well, Matt, the magic, you were surprised how it worked over Zoom, weren't you?
Yeah. Honestly, Tony, it was absolutely insane how well it came over Zoom. Obviously, we can all connect and chat and stuff over it, and it's a great way to have a virtual chat with friends in your living room and whatnot. And I know that music can work to a certain point online, streaming and that kind of thing. streaming live. I mean, but I just had no idea how well the magic was going to work. And me and my girlfriend were sat here for, I mean, we were so blessed. We got a 3-hour show from Michael. I don't think he expected to be on that long. But we had just the most amazing, like, once the call had finished, we were sat there with our minds blown. We were like, how did that just happen in our lounge? And Michael was putting the tricks in our lap. And, you know, it really is, I can't explain how well it works. You have to get a ticket and see it, really. But then we decided to try and match the two together, and it was only a couple of weeks ago that we came up with the idea, and here we are, committed to it. So, you know, it's super exciting.
I would imagine as well, Michael, when it comes to magic, I mean, the very nature of what you do is constant invention and reinvention, isn't it? It's finding new ways to do things. And so for you, this is something out of necessity. Is kind of where you're at, isn't it? This is part of your wheelhouse, as it were, to create new ways to try and astound people.
Yeah, absolutely. And the key thing is with the magic we're doing over Zoom is it's interactive. So the magic's going to happen your side of the screen. Not only are you just going to see me, you know, producing money or doing various things, you know, but the magic happens your side. So I'm going to encourage people to find a pack of cards and they copy me. I don't want to say what happens, but something very special happens. And there's some mind magic with everybody. And the nice thing is, because it's not like a TV show, it's on Zoom, the audience are a big part of the show. So the best thing we can explain is going to be like a sort of Saturday night takeaway feel, where we're going to be highlighting different households, getting everybody involved. And with the music, you know, I mean, Matt said he loved the magic, but we were so lucky to have him play for us. And it was just, I mean, you know how phenomenal Matt's voice is. It's incredible. Yeah. And he's going to be an opportunity for people to have song requests and actually talk directly to Matt and him playing directly for you in your house. And it's a real family show. And it's a 2-hour show. It's 7:30 till 9:30 on the 12th of March. And we're going to have a lot of fun.
And as far as the music's concerned, Matt, obviously people can ask as you sing certain songs, and without giving too much away, I suppose you've got to be prepared yourself. So anything you can sort of give us a little idea about the kind of things that you will be singing?
Well, that's a good point, Tony. And one of the things, and again, I won't give away too much, but Michael has managed to write a trick in like a mind-reading part of his act that joins in with something that I'm doing. So the things are going to be completely blended together. One thing also is that we've spent a long time over the last week or so really nailing down the technology side of this, so it's going to look and sound absolutely phenomenal. It's not going to be your average Zoom call by any stretch. You know, we've both been pulling our hair out at some point over it, so yeah.
It sounds absolutely incredible.
Surprises. There are a few extra surprises. I think we're allowed to say now, but we've got our friends at GHD giving away some really nice product as well in the show. So we're gonna. There's lots of chance to win amazing things as well. So it's going to be really interactive, completely interactive for the whole family.
Brilliant. Fantastic. So give us the details if you would there, Michael. If people want to be part of this, get the best seat in the house. Everybody gets the best seat in the house with something like this.
Everyone gets the best seat. That's the great thing. Yeah, exactly. Tickets are on sale now on eventbrite.co.uk, and it's Matt Cardle and Michael J Fitch Music and Magic. There is a link on my website, michaeljfitch.com, or there's a link on Matt's Instagram to the page. It is limited seating. When I say seating, limited spaces. So, if you're interested, come and join us. It's on the 12th of March. And my favourite personal thing is the date. It's 12321. So it's a palindrome, same forward as it is backwards. The show is at 7:30. But we will be opening the doors at 7 o'clock to get everyone checked in, and we hope you can join us for a real fun, interactive evening of magic and music.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you for bringing some magic to the show this afternoon, fellas. Great to catch up with both of you, Matt Cardle and Michael J Fitch. And don't miss that. That sounds like a brilliant night, doesn't it? And great to catch up with both of them today. And, well, here's to next time when we can do all this in the studio, like the old days. It's BBC Essex time.